Hi, Karen. Happy last week of, wait, is it the last week of
Oh,
October? Yes, it is ish. Whatever, who cares about time? Hello, and I'm so happy to see you. And yes, this is just a good day already because I'm seeing you.
oh, Katie. Good morning. Hello. Always wonderful to see you. Woo, coming in hot today. Monday morning, and it's already been an emotional beatdown. And I just appreciate you so much. And you inspired the topic for today. And just thank you.
Oh, well, thank you, Karen, for even being willing to get on this call. Listeners, it is actually Monday morning for us as well. For those of you who listen on Monday mornings, we are talking a week before you hear this, and it is right now 8:42, 11:42 Karen's time. And yeah, like it's amazing how much can happen in the first few hours of the morning.
So true. And I'm glad you gave that you did that table setting on the time. Oh, I hate that phrase, table setting on. Oh, I
Oh,
just said it. I'm at work, y'all,
jargon.
but
It's
I
okay.
know.
I still think it's fine. It's actually very effective, honestly. That's the thing with jargon. Jargon is effective. It's hard to say the thing succinctly unless you say it in jargon sometimes.
It's very true. And I'm glad you said that. Set the context because who knows what's going to happen in the next week? Future Karen, Katie don't know. So if you're hearing this and some shit has gone down between now and then, we just didn't know.
We didn't know. We didn't know. We don't. We usually talk later in the midweek, most likely. Later in the week also is pretty likely. But yeah, we're just flying blind for the rest of this week because this is where we could fit it in, people. Like this is the place we shoehorned this conversation to happen, and it is happening. Okay, Karen, how are you? How was your weekend though? Because I haven't talked to you in any real, that's a word, a real way. Not speaking properly.
Oh God. I'm good. I will reveal on this podcast because it's all over Instagram
Oh,
that I was in Chicago.
oh yes, that's right. You and MLB were in Chicago. How did that go?
It was great. It
Yeah.
really was great. And if you listen to this and you live in Chicago and you were stunned and horrified that you didn't know, I'm so sorry. I was at a conference. I got to interview the executive editor of Ms. Magazine.
That's amazing. Hello.
Oh my
Iconic.
God. And she's like a walking Katie. It's just like one of those things we always talk about where you walk away from a conversation, like just feeling smarter,
Wow.
right? Like just feeling like, oh, I am a more enlightened human being for having spoken to you. Like that is exactly how I felt. And I feel like that's how everybody felt. Like we all just were listening to her, like, oh, damn. First of all, we're going to be okay. And second of all, that was amazing.
That's amazing. What is this person's name? Because I only hear of Gloria Steinem being attached to Ms. Magazine, and I
Oh,
know
yes.
most likely it was not Gloria Steinem.
It was not. Let me make sure I say her name right. Well, please talk amongst yourselves. Kathy Spillar.
Okay.
Yes, executive editor of Ms. Magazine. Also, I believe executive director of the Feminist Majority Foundation, which now publishes Ms. And also the editor of this compilation that's out. So I interviewed her about this book that's out that is a 50th anniversary book. And it's a compilation of Ms. stories over 50 years. And it is beautiful. And I'm so grateful I got to do it.
That's amazing, Karen. I mean, also full on badass props to you for being chosen as the person who is interviewing one of the founders of Ms. Magazine. Also, for listeners who don't know what Ms. Magazine is, it's amazing. Go to your local Barnes and Noble, pick one up. And it's basically, I mean, it's the original feminist publication, basically, started by Kathy, the person you interviewed, along with Gloria Steinem, right? Is that right?
Or started by Gloria Steinem. Kathy is now the editor because the Feminist Majority Foundation acquired Ms. in like 2001, I think.
Oh, okay,
So
got
she's
it.
not one of the founders, but I mean, yeah, she edits it now. And like I said, is a walking feminist history encyclopedia. And I think it's like their tagline is like the magazine that ignited a movement or something like that. Like, and it was really interesting to hear her talk about how closely intertwined the feminist movement and the magazine are, and that they have never minced that. They've never stepped away from that. And that I just really appreciated that, because journalism is so careful about being objective. I'm doing scare quotes, and they're just like, no, fuck it. We're the voice of the feminist movement.
That is so amazing. Oh my gosh. I wish I could have heard that. That's incredible. I'm sure it was so like, I bet did you feel like you were in a portal when you were talking to her? Like you were just like just zeroed in. I'm sure like the whole world fell away.
It's very true. It was very true. Yes. It was so fun. And it was like MLB was in the front row and has like a million photos of it. And so that's really fun. And
Oh,
people have been posting about it on Instagram. So yeah, it was great. It was a great weekend, and the conference was great. I'd never been to it before, and now I am back in Indianapolis trying to recover in time to leave for New York City tomorrow morning.
yeah. I mean, you are a jet setter, Karen. Whew. No big deal. Just going from one big city to the next. Like that's
Cool, cool, cool.
amazing. Okay, so and it's also so incredible that you're taking the time to talk to me, because that is like, yeah, okay. So let's see. So what have I this weekend I was up about 2 hours north of here near a town called Hood River, Oregon, we were actually on the other side of the border in Washington. We were visiting friends and we went to like a cute little bed and breakfast, and it was so adorable. And we did some hikes and it was fabulous. And then we came home yesterday, and last night I went to a strip mall church that was not a church at the time. Well, it wasn't being, there was no practice, there was no service. The reason I went to a strip mall church was because I auditioned for my first play.
Sorry, everyone. I'm so sorry. I just screamed in your ear. Katie,
Yes,
what?
I did it. I did it. And it was fun. It was fun. I auditioned for the play, and then they're having like just automatic callbacks tomorrow, so Tuesday. So next episode, everyone will know the verdict of whether or not I got a part in this play. It's very unlikely like that I get a part. And I'm not even mad about it. I actually feel totally fine about it. Basically, so long story short, the play is called God of Carnage. It's a Broadway play that was on Broadway back in like 2009 or something, with James Gandolfini and like what is it? Marcia Gay Harden. I think the Marcia is her first name. And it was just it's basically a play about two couples in New York City. Their kid they each have 11-year-old boys. They get those 11-year-old boys get into a fight on the playground. One hits the other, knocks his teeth out, and then the parents get together and they're trying to like reconcile without any attorneys. And so they start the conversation very like civilly and like, oh, we're all like very much getting along. And then everything dissolves and everybody gets drunk and there's puke everywhere and everyone's screaming at each other. And it's kind of just like a commentary on how adults are not actually as civilized like as we pretend to be. And it's kind of like watching an actual train wreck. The thing is that there was a movie called Carnage, if anyone's interested, that came out in 2011 with Kate Winslet and Jodie Foster. It's just two people. It's just two heterosexual couples. That's it. That's the whole entire cast. And so Jodie Foster and Kate Winslet were the two women in the cast. And so I watched it last week, and it was so uncomfortable, Karen. Like it's intentionally uncomfortable. Like you're supposed to feel uncomfortable. Like it's kind of a controversial thing. And so it's a controversial play to bring to Ben. So it would be exciting to like be part of something like that. But so I go up there and I'm doing this audition. I have no fucking idea what I'm doing. I have to fill out all of this, like this questionnaire about my resume, my theatrical resume, which, by the way, no, never. I mean, my theatrical resume is that I went to a couple Broadway plays, went in the audience in New York City a couple weeks back. And I was like, oh, this is my first audition ever. P.S. And then I go up to audition and I'm like talking, and like there's other people in the scene with me, and they're actually professional actors. Fascinating. It was awesome. I mean, it was interesting to see them. I'm like, y'all, if you hire me, like, like I'm gonna be in the audience. But I mean, watch, if I actually get a part, Karen, I'm gonna shit my pants.
Oh my God, Katie. As will I. And I will fly to Ben to see the show.
Oh my God, that would be so amazing. It's mid-January. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Katie. I'm so impressed and proud of you for doing this thing. Oh my God.
Thank you. I'm like sweating telling you about it. It's like I have to do more rehearsal of my own before tomorrow. But anyway, I was just like, why not? Try something new. What the hell?
I mean, exactly. Oh, I love it. Good luck tomorrow. Oh my
Thank
gosh.
you. Thank you. I really will keep you posted. So there's a female producer and then the male director, and they were very clear. And I appreciated like how clear they were. They were like, we will call all of you on Wednesday morning. If you get a call from Jean, the female producer, that means you didn't get the part. If you get a call from Bill, the director, you got the part. And so I'm going to pick up the phone on Wednesday morning. And if it's a guy, I'll start hyperventilating. And if it's a girl, I'll be like, oh my God.
Oh my God. Oh my gosh. But like now you've done it, you could do it again. You could keep doing it, like auditioning until you get parts.
Totally.
I think you're gonna get this part, but
Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate that confidence. So, okay, that is the new stuff. Now we have 2 minutes and 30 seconds to discuss our topic for today. You always have the best ideas, Karen. What do you think?
I didn't realize how late it was. Oh
I know
God.
I didn't
Okay.
either.
It really was the importance of your funny friends, because I hopped on this call after a very intense work meeting. This is literally sandwiched between meetings in my day. And I had a very unusually intense meeting and I was like tearful about it. And Katie made me laugh. And I was like, oh my God, thank God for you. Like 5 minutes ago, I could not have imagined laughing. I could not have imagined laughing about the meeting I just left. But here I am. And, just important to remember that sometimes what you need to do to release an intense emotion is just crack the fuck up.
It's so true. Just crack the fuck up. Even when you think there's no way that you could crack up. I mean, Karen, you are also my funny friend. I don't think I'm that funny to other people, but I really appreciate you thinking I'm funny. So like I mean, I crack myself up sometimes in front of Tyler, and then he just laughs because I'm laughing. So like I appreciate you laughing. And so I think whatever is funny to y'all, just do it when you really are not laughing. When that's the time where you need to laugh the most, I think.
Yes, exactly. Well, and I'm going to try this now the next time I'm feeling super intense. It's just like watch a cat video or watch something I know I think is funny. I know
Yes.
other people are much better about this, or I feel like to have this weird feeling like I can't distract myself by laughing. I have to just like sit with this emotion. But actually, it's still going to be there. Like this intensity I was dealing with is still there, but now I feel better.
Oh my gosh, that right there is the mic drop. I'm so similar. Like if I'm really upset, I basically just like sit in that shitty pile of shit and then I'm like, this is going to pass eventually. I'm just going to wait it out. I'm just going to wait it out and probably eat something really bad for me that will spike my blood sugar and think that that will work. And it actually makes it worse, but I'm going to keep waiting it out. It never even occurs to me to do something funny or to like watch a cat video or to, I mean, I think also it's intentional for me to think about like going on YouTube to look up funny videos versus scrolling Instagram to think maybe I'll see something funny. Nope, nope, never. Nope. Hasn't
Nope.
never happened. Nope.
Nope.
Like Instagram reads my brainwaves and they're like, oh, you're depressed? Let me make you more depressed. Let me make you shockingly depressed. And then I'm like, now I feel worse. I'm going to eat some more things that make my blood sugar spike. That's just true.
Oh my God. Instagram reads your brainwaves. It's so true. Yes. YouTube. There are tons of comedians, Comedy Central, Saturday Night
Yes.
Live. There are so many. There's so much comedy. I mean, also on Instagram, but right. If Instagram knows you're feeling a way, it's gonna be like, ooh, let's keep you there.
Let's capitalize on this shit pile.
Let's monetize your mood.
Yes. Oh no, for real. That is real. Seriously. Okay, so I love the fact that we are talking about making things lighter. That's also what my Calm app, Tamara Levitt, today was talking about, making things lighter. And she didn't talk about laughter, but that's about as light as you can get for me. So I love this, Karen. Thank you for bringing this up.
Absolutely. Thank you for being willing to discuss it. Someday we will have MLB on to talk about the neuroscience behind keeping things light and laughter. It actually is like physically good for you and
I
your
would
brain.
love that. I would so love, oh my gosh, MLB, if you're ever willing, that would be like so excited. That would be like a celebrity sighting on our pod. That would be amazing. Okay, so I know we have to wrap it up because we're going to more meetings. So I am too. It's all good. Karen, it's wonderful to see you. Have a great time in New York.
Thank you.
Listeners, we hope you have a great week and we'll see you all next week.